Did you know that a tiny bee can travel miles just to find a flower, but without that flower, it wouldn't be able to survive? Or that trees in forests can talk to each other through their roots? Nature is full of amazing stories like this, where living things, like animals and plants, and non-living things, like water, soil, and sunlight, all depend on each other. This is called interdependence, and it helps keep the world around us in balance. Hello and welcome to the official YouTube channel of exactcampus.com. Today, we will explore how everything in nature is connected, from the smallest insect to the tallest tree, and how we, as humans, are part of this. Understanding this helps us see why we should take care of our environment. In nature, everything we see and interact with can be grouped into two main categories: living elements and non-living elements. Let's break them down. Living things are those that can grow, reproduce, and need food, water, and air to survive. These include plants. They grow in the soil, use sunlight to make food, and provide oxygen. Animals. All animals, big or small, depend on plants and other animals for food, shelter, and oxygen. Microorganisms. Tiny creatures like bacteria, fungi, and viruses, which are too small to see with the naked eye, but play a big role in breaking down dead plants and animals. Did you know that in just 1 teaspoon of soil, there could be more than 1 billion tiny microorganisms? Yes, it is. Non-living things are things that are not alive. They don't grow, reproduce, or breathe. But they are just as important because living things need them to survive. These include air. Living things need oxygen to breathe. Water. All living things need water to drink and survive. Soil. Plants grow in soil, and animals use soil for shelter. Sunlight. Plants use sunlight to make food, which is then eaten by animals. Let's understand, why do living things need air, water, soil, and sunlight? Everything alive depends on these basic needs. Let's take a closer look at each one. Air. Without air, we, and other animals, wouldn't be able to breathe. The oxygen in the air is what helps us stay alive. Plants also need air, but they take in carbon dioxide, a gas we breathe out, and use it to make food during a process called photosynthesis. Try this at home. Take a deep breath and hold it for a few seconds. Feel how important air is. Imagine if we had no air to breathe. Water. Water is essential for all living things. It keeps plants hydrated, helps animals drink, and even supports the process of photosynthesis in plants. Animals, like humans, use water to help digest food, keep their bodies cool, and more. Did you know that an elephant can drink up to 50 gallons, 190 liters, of water in one day? Soil. Plants grow in soil because it gives them the nutrients they need to grow tall and strong. Soil also helps plants hold onto water. Animals, like rabbits, squirrels, and earthworms, live in soil, finding food and shelter there. Sunlight. Plants need sunlight to make their own food through photosynthesis. This food is then eaten by herbivores, plant-eating animals, and so on, creating a food chain. Without the sun, life as we know it wouldn't exist. In nature, living things and non-living things can't live without each other. Let's take a closer look at some examples. Plants and animals. They are partners in survival. Animals depend on plants for food, water, oxygen, and shelter. Herbivores, plant-eating animals, like cows or rabbits, eat plants for energy, while carnivores, meat-eating animals, like lions, depend on herbivores for food. Plants depend on animals for reproduction and seed dispersal. Animals help carry seeds to new places when they eat fruits or flowers and then drop them in different locations. This helps plants grow in new areas. Plus, plants need carbon dioxide from animals to make food. Nature is a delicate balance. Without plants, animals wouldn't have food, and without animals, plants couldn't spread their seeds. That's why it's important that both work together to maintain the balance of life on Earth. The balance in nature is important. Imagine a seesaw. If one side is too heavy, the seesaw doesn't work properly. The same goes for nature. When one part of the environment is out of balance, it can affect everything. For example, if we cut down too many trees, which give oxygen and provide homes for animals, animals will lose their homes, and we could have less oxygen in the air. If we pollute rivers and lakes, the animals that depend on clean water won't survive. We need to keep nature in balance by taking care of the environment and making sure that we don't harm it too much. What can we do to maintain balance? Plant trees to help improve the air quality and give shelter to animals. Reduce waste and recycle to keep our planet clean. Save water by not wasting it, like turning off the tap while brushing your teeth. Let's recap of what we learned so far. Everything is connected. Living things, plants, animals, and microorganisms, need non-living things, air, water, soil, and sunlight, to survive. Plants and animals depend on each other in many ways, from food to shelter and even for reproduction. Everything in nature works together like a giant puzzle, and if one piece is missing, the whole system can be affected. To keep the balance in nature, we must protect our environment by reducing pollution, planting trees, and saving resources. Activities to try at home. Nature walk. Go outside and observe how plants, animals, and the environment interact. Can you see any animals relying on plants for food or shelter? Try to draw your favorite part of nature. Recycling challenge. Try a family challenge where everyone helps by recycling different items at home. Who can find the most recyclable items in one day? Photosynthesis experiment. Place a small plant in a sunny spot and another one in a dark place. After a week, compare their growth. What did the sunlight do for the plant? By learning about interdependence, you can better understand how all living things, including humans, must work together to keep the planet healthy. Remember, the Earth is like a giant web, and every action you take can help maintain the balance of nature. This brings us to the end of this video. For more insights and educational content like this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and visit our website at exactcampus.com. See you in the next video. Until then, stay safe, keep learning and exploring. Take care.